All right, my name is Amy Greenack, and I had question 1. What are the shear forces and bending moment diagram used for? So my answer was shear forces and bending moment diagrams are used to visually represent the internal forces and bending moments acting along the length of the beam under a load. This helps determine critical points of stress on a structure.
Thank you, Amy.
Hi, I'm Will. My question was, what are the two forces that develop within a loaded beam? The two forces are shear force and bending moments, and I've also drawn a diagram to represent each. A shear force is two forces that basically slide against each other in a beam, while the bending moment is a rotational force that deflects in the middle of the beam, therefore bending it.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ann. My question was number 3. What happens to the normal forces when a beam sags? The axial forces in the beam will become compressive, and then the normal forces are the negative, the equation. And I drew an over-exaggerated bending beam with the moments in the negative direction.
Thank you.
My name is Patrick, and my question was, how can internal forces acting on a beam's cross-section be presented? So in 4 ways: normal force, shear force, bending moment, and torsional moment. They can be represented with free body diagrams or shear and moment diagrams. They help to visualize how the internal forces change along the length of the beam due to applied external loads and moments.
Good afternoon, my name is Dakota. My question was question 5, which is, what are the 3 common types of loads applied to beams? The 3 different types of loads that can be applied on beams are concentrated forces, which are forces that only apply to a certain part of the beam, concentrated moments, which are moments that only apply to certain parts of the beam, and distributed forces, which apply to a segment of the beam, which, if you want to see that as a unit, would be kilonewtons over meters.
Thank you.
This is Natalie, and my question was number 6. What are the 3 main types of beam support? And I answered fixed, pinned, and roller. And then here I drew their diagrams. So fixed is a completely stationary beam. Pin beams allow for rotation, but not any vertical or horizontal movement. And roller beams allow for rotation and horizontal movement, but no vertical movement.
Thank you so much.
My name is Josh. I have question number 7. What restrictions do pin support impose? And I wrote that some restrictions for pin support is that it restricts the horizontal and the vertical movement, but it still allows for rotation.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Devin Milton, and my question was number 8. What is the primary characteristic of a roller support? The primary characteristic of a roller support is that it restricts the vertical movement, but allows for horizontal and rotational movement. And over here, I just drew a further picture to show that allows for that horizontal movement that is parallel to the surface, and then that rotational movement as well.
Thank you.
All right, my name is Michael. I had question 9. What is the first step in determining shear forces and bending moments in a beam? And my answer up here is that my first step would be to draw a free body diagram in order to identify and analyze the external forces and the supporting reactions.
My name is Evan, and I had question 10. How do you determine reaction forces and moments in a beam? So step 1 is to draw a free body diagram with a beam and all of the loads and forces acting on that beam. And then you find the points on that diagram through those loads and forces, and those make the areas that you're going to solve for using the equilibrium equations to find out the load on each section of the beam.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Merrick Smith. My question was number 11, which is what makes a beam statically determinate? And the answer is if shear force and bending moments can be calculated using these equations, which is the sum of Fy is equal to 0, Fx is equal to 0, and M is equal to 0.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jason, and my question right here is what happens if there are more unknowns than the available equilibrium equations. And so I wrote the beam will become statically indeterminate, and it would result in more analysis equation or other methods so that we can help solve the unknowns.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lucas. My question was number 13. What is the sign convention for shear forces and bending moments? And what I found, saying that positive shear forces push the left side of a section upward and the right side downward, while negative does the opposite, and that positive bending moments cause upward bending on a beam and negative bending moments cause downward bending on a beam.
Thank you.
Okay, hi, my name is Jessica Song, and then my question was 14. How do concentrated forces and moments appear in shear force and bending moment diagrams? And over here you can see that concentrated forces will appear as sudden jumps or discontinuities in shear force diagram. So as you can see over here, it's linear and then it's going straight down. And then over here, when concentrated moments are applied, it will appear as sudden or discontinuities in the bending moment diagram. So over here is bending moment diagram, and then you can see there is a bend.
Okay, thank you so much.
And then if the equation is not linear, the bending moment will be a type of curve.
Thank you. These questions